It's traveled across the face of the Sun 3 times. It's larger than 10 Earths combined, and scientists don't know why it's still here. This isn't just a mark on the Sun, it's a warning. It began quietly, just a dark blemish on the solar surface. Astronomers tracking the Sun's daily rhythm first noticed it weeks ago. Then they watched as it rotated out of view, disappearing behind the blazing edge of the solar disk. They expected it to decay like most sunspots do, but it didn't. Instead, it came back, and not once but twice more. The same exact sunspot, now known as AR 14100, has returned for a third rotation. That means it has survived over 80 days on the volatile surface of the Sun, something few sunspots ever managed to do. And with each return, it grew more ominous. At its peak, it stretched across more than 140,000 kilometers, roughly the size of 11 Earths lined up side by side. From telescopes in Hawaii to space-borne observatories orbiting above us, scientists stared in disbelief. This was no ordinary solar blemish, it was a monster, and it had staying power. The Sun, despite its chaotic surface, usually plays by a predictable rulebook. Sunspots appear, grow, and fade in a cycle. But this one defied expectations. And the strangest part, it barely made a sound. Sunspots like this usually hurl out massive solar flares, explosions of magnetic energy capable of crippling satellites and triggering geomagnetic storms on Earth. But AR 14100 was quiet. Almost too quiet. It gave off only minor flares, C-class bursts, the lowest tier of activity. And that's what makes scientists nervous. Because often, the longer a sunspot holds its energy, the more violent the eventual release. It's like pressure building beneath a fault line, silent, invisible, until the snap. Now, as the sunspot rotates into view again, telescopes are trained on it. Every hour, satellite systems monitor its movement. Not because it's active, but because it might be waiting. And perhaps not for much longer. And if it does unleash that built-up energy, we won't see it coming. Solar flares travel at near light speed. By the time sensors detect them, the charged particles are already on their way. That means we'd have minutes at most to respond. The consequences: potential blackouts, GPS failures, satellites frying in orbit, even astronauts on the International Space Station at risk from sudden bursts of radiation. But it's not just the physical threat that's unsettling. It's the mystery. Why has this sunspot lasted so long? Why is it so massive yet so quiet? And why now? Some scientists point to the Sun entering a new peak in its 11-year solar cycle. Others whisper of anomalies, behaviors that suggest our understanding of solar magnetism might be incomplete. The truth: we don't fully understand our own star. We observe, we measure, we predict. But the Sun is still capable of surprising us. And AR 14100, this massive, enduring, silent sunspot, is the latest reminder. As it turns once again to face Earth, scientists remain on high alert. Because this sunspot, now in its third lifetime, isn't just a scientific curiosity, it's a potential trigger. A sleeping beast on the surface of the Sun. Still, silent, still, watching.